Lord, how can I start today? We're gonna talk about some spoilers. So, if you don't wanna get spoiled, make sure to click off this video and also leave a hate comment about how I didn't want you to not get spoiled. Today we are gonna spoiler talk about some leaks. First of all, while I was looking up all the images and stuff, stumbled across this. Mm, yeah, gonna have to think real hard about buying this damn game, bro. Oh my god, bro. Luventus and Malabar. Rest in peace, boys. We will miss you. We will miss you. But yeah, let's talk about this right here first. So this is a data mine where people looked up all the stats of a Pokemon. So what I did is I just downloaded it so that way, in case it gets taken down, I can still look at the stuff. So let's do it. Let's first of all look at no. Let's first of all look at the legendary Pokemon right here. Koraidon and Miraidon. I think I'm definitely gonna get Pokemon Violett because I like Miraidon way more than Koraidon. I think Koraidon looks absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, make sure to get Pokemon Scarlett and trade me all of the region exclusive Pokemon, of course. Looking at the base stats, they both have 135 base speed. Actually, can you even see this? Maybe a bit better if you do it like this, because now you can see my mouse. So 135 base speed, 135 attack, and then 145 base speed and 135 special attack for the other guy, 100 HP, and then Koraidon has 115 defense, Koraidon 115 special defense, and 100 speed def and 100 defense. Overall, if these Pokemon are gonna be able to hold items, pretty good. But what I don't like about the stats is that they're gonna be faster than the base 130, so they're gonna be faster than Spectrier, faster than Dragapult, faster than Crobat, stuff like this. So this is really unfortunate because most Pokemon aren't gonna outspeed anything anymore, you know? I mean, yeah, that's unfortunate, but also they're gonna be slower than Zacian, and obviously Zacian completely shreds them. I don't see these guys doing a lot of damage to Zacian, even if you run like a Choice Scarf set. Don't think you're gonna be able to do much, but hey, that's fine. Also, we have abilities leaked. Unfortunately, we have no idea what they do, so I'm not gonna talk about this. Overall, I think these Pokemon are gonna be pretty mediocre when it comes to legendaries. I'm imagining those things in like Series 13, and I honestly don't really see a place in the meta for them. First of all, Zacian kills like every one of those, right? So that's already tough. Second off, you do have a positive matchup into Kyogre, which is really good. But when like Calyrex Shadow Rider does just like does whatever it wants, because you're slower. Groudon is pretty good into Miraidon. Probably not as good into Koraidon because Koraidon can go for like Max Vermin, lower the attack and stuff. Like, yeah. Actually, I could definitely see Miraidon getting some usage because we already saw Zekrom get a lot of usage, and Miraidon is definitely a better Zekrom in pretty much every way since it's gonna be super fast. So I could definitely see these guys hanging with the big boys. But like, Calyrex Ice just, Palkia kinda just in Trick Room just destroys them and stuff. Or just with redirection, you just need to redirect, and then all the other dragon types beat it, like Dialga as well. Like, okay, Koraidon can hit Dialga, Miraidon can't, so Miraidon just goes down. I don't know. Like, Zacian just invalidates them, but outside of this, I actually think they're quite solid. Next up, let's look at the starters, because the starter evolutions have been leaked. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the actual starter evolutions. You're just gonna have to look them up yourself. It's not very difficult. First of all, I think I'm going to pick Sprigatito. I really was a huge Coco enjoyer. I feel like from the first evolutions, it's the only one that looks pickable, but unfortunately, the evolutions afterwards kind of just do. I've seen some screenshots from in-game and I have to say, not a fan. Quaxley, I have not seen pictures in-game, it looks kinda cool, but I really don't like. I'm so sick of fighting type starters, bro. It's like, bruh, like what the hell? So let's look at the base stats. First of all, hidden ability will be Protean for the grass starter. 123 base speed, super good. You are pretty much gonna be faster than everything, except for the Pokemon that I just mentioned, like Tapu Koko, Crobat, stuff like this. Because 123 base speed, really, really good. And also, you do have 110 attack, which is really interesting because now we actually get a physical Protean user. Obviously, this reminds me a lot of Greninja, but Greninja is obviously a special attacker mostly. You can also definitely run physical moves. And I think with 81 special attack, you will definitely be able to take in some really nice coverage, which is also going to be special. And one thing that I think is really interesting about this guy, but I haven't seen anyone talk about. First of all, the bulk is actually mediocre. Like, you can definitely take one hit, but the typing is horrendous. Like, that's a super good offensive typing, but with Protein and Terrestrializing, you're not gonna make use of your typing offensively anyways. Because if you use a grass type move, you're gonna turn into a grass type anyways, you know? But also if you use a water move, a fire move, whatever, you're also gonna turn into this type. And this also makes me think that Protein and Terrestrializing will stack because obviously there's no way that we give the starter Pokemon Protein ability and then like make it not stack. That doesn't really make any sense. The reason I feel like you give a starter type this ability is to show off the potential combinations that you could do, right? So I think Grass and Dark is actually super bad typing because Grass gives you so many weaknesses and Dark does nothing to cover for these weaknesses. You know, like you have a 4 times bug weakness. You're pretty much weak to everything, every important offensive move, except for water. You resist water, good job, bro. Next time you switch into Ice Beam, you're gonna take half. So, yeah. I think this is really bad for this Pokemon and really holds it back because if this guy had like a really good defensive typing, I'm imagining this guy being pure water, for example. You could still run Grass and Dark coverage because it would still become stab and also potentially get a Terrestrialize boost, you know? Because think about it, you can terrestrialize this guy into everything and then get a protein boost, you know. But it would be way easier for this guy to get onto the field safely and go for attacks. But also, yeah, if this guy just gets doubled up, I think he just kind of loses. Next up, the Fire Starter. It's actually really bulky. 66 base speed. Unfortunately, in my opinion, that's a really bad speed tier. So, yeah, the reason I'm going over the speed tiers first, by the way, is because, in my opinion, speed tier is the most important thing. This guy is barely faster than Pokemon like Incineroar. Like, there are so many Pokemon with base 60 speed. Things that come to mind: Lapras, Porygon 2, Incineroar, Primarina, stuff like this. It's gonna be faster, but since you do have 104 HP and like really good defenses, like 100 defense and and 75 special defense, like that's a super high combination of defense and special defense, and also the unaware ability. This guy is not gonna invest a lot into speed. Unfortunately, with 66 base speed, you will still have to speed creep for these Incineroars in order to not get outsped and like throat chopped or whatever. Luckily, this guy does have a 110 special attack stat, so you can definitely make use of this guy. Unfortunately, we don't know the moves that this guy gets. If he gets, for example, something like Soft Boiled Recover, could be really good. If he gets Core Mind, it would also be really good because its per def set is super low. So you could set up Core Minds similar to Clefable and Volvio tier. It's unaware, so you can Core Mind and then you only ignore the opponent's boost. So your own Core Mind boost still counts. So that could be a really good set. But in VGC, I think this would only be useful in store teams. And don't get me wrong, I love store teams in VGC. And I'm definitely going to build some store teams for Scarlett and Violett. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to see this. But I don't think this guy's going to have any real use. Like, yes, you could use the choice back set or whatever. Like, yes, you're going to get some hits off. Yes, I'm definitely going to say that this Pokemon is bad and then lose to it immediately after. Mark my words, by the way, but dude, this is just so much missed potential, I think. Because either you make this guy fast, or you make this guy like super slow so he can work on a trick room, but he can't. Like he can, you can definitely give this guy an Iron Ball. I mean, people used Iron Ball Charizard on a trick room, you know, but this was more of a surprise factor in that case that made it work, you know. So I don't think this guy is gonna be very good. Next up, Water Fighting type starter. With 85 base speed. Not only does it only have 85 base speed, also its bulk is absolutely horrendous. Like, yes, you do have 120 attack, which is quite good. Oh, also Fire Ghost. I don't think this is a good defensive typing, by the way, but yeah. Water fighting. You are weak to loads of things. Weak to grass, weak to again, two types that don't really cover each other's weaknesses. So you just add two types with different weaknesses to each other, so you have more weaknesses. Yes, water fighting is a really good offensive typing, but what water fighting types are there? Urshifu, which outclasses this thing by a mile, and Keldeo, which is absolutely trash, even though it is a really good offensive Pokemon because it just has so many weaknesses. So yeah, 120 attack, like I said, really good. Unfortunately, it just has the Rampardo system symptom, yeah, which basically means you are too slow and not bulky enough in order to actually make use of a high attack stat. Because this guy is not going to be able to hit first, and then he will die, and then he also will not make use of his Moxie ability. So yeah, pretty disappointing stuff overall. Unfortunately, we do not have Grassy Surge, Intimidate, and then Protein, which, yeah. No, it's fine. I don't think I should make every starter and turn them into Incineroar or Rillaboom. We already have Incineroar and Rillaboom, and you guys know my opinion on this, so yeah. Overall, I'm pretty fine with this because I really like the offensive Grass Dark type, which it's just the epitome of high risk heavy reward, which is absolutely my favorite thing in the world. Except for maybe Uloduck, I guess, but yeah, no, not sponsored by the way. But yeah, yeah. Overall, eh, pretty okay, pretty okay. So now the real spoilers. Doo-doo-doo-doo. The new past and future forms got determined. To look at these base sets, 550, and then we got some with 590, bro. Where is it? Settlements got 590. Yeah, that's absolutely insane, bro. Bro, these ones are like crazy. What I really, really hope is that you will be able to evolve your existing Pokemon into these. I literally got 2 shiny Donphans. I got, I think, 3 shiny Amoonguses. I got like 3 shiny Magnetons. I got like 2 shiny Jigglypuffs. I got, I don't know how many shiny Mismagius. A lot from Pokemon Go. Volcarona, I only got 1 of Settlements. I also got a lot because of Pokemon Go and stuff. Volcarona, yeah. Hariyama, I have multiple of. Hydreigon, I got 1 of. Tyranitar, I got multiple of. Golett, I also got multiple of. And then, what's he called? Delibird, I think I got 1 of. So, yeah, I really hope you're gonna be able to evolve your Pokemon. From the Austin John video, he said you are going to have to knock out some certain Pokemon a number of times, and then you will be able to get these past or future forms. Again, I really, really hope, fingers crossed, that we will be able to evolve our existing Pokemon into these, because otherwise, well, they are already version exclusive. Imagine you can shiny hunt them. That would mean someone like me would have to buy both games, which I don't think I would buy the next Pokemon games afterwards. I am a be straight up honest with you. I think I would, but it's because of an addiction and not because I love Pokemon at that point, so that would stink. Unless this game actually turns out to be super good, then I will happily buy the next Pokemon games as well. But honestly, like, Game Freak just can't keep getting away with this. Next thing to talk about is, yeah, I really want Wild Force guys to be like not legendaries. It kind of feels like they're ultra beasts and stuff, but yeah, I really hope I don't mess this up, because if this is just like, oh, you can catch this Pokemon now, and then you catch him, and then you have them, and then you realize, oh, I wanted 0 speed on this guy, oh, too bad, you're gonna have to play the game again now. That's gonna suck, bro. And also, if you're not gonna be shiny huntable, that would be really disappointing. And also, if you only get 1 per game, because then you literally have to buy 2 games if you wanna play competitive and use these mons competitively. Because looking at these base stats, you need these Pokemon if you wanna play competitively. So yeah, I really hope you can get multiple of these per game. And also, like I said, it would be amazing if you're able to evolve our existing Pokemon into these, because yeah, I don't want to have like, I mean, I literally got 2 shiny Donphans because I got shiny Funpy, and then another shiny Funpy literally in the egg afterwards. It would be so cool if I were able to evolve this guy, the one shiny Fanpy into this Donphan and the other one into the other Donphan, you know? That would be so amazing. So please, Game Freak, make this possible. I mean, they probably already didn't do it, but what I'm here to talk about is not this. I mean, I am talking about this as well, of course, but now I'm finished. Now we're gonna talk about the competitive potential. So, first of all, great task, future Donphan or whatever. No, past Donphan. Ground fighting type. I don't think we had a ground fighting type, which I think is really cool. I hope I'm not forgetting someone. If I forgot someone, make sure to mention it in the comments. 135 attack, 131 attack, 131 defense. Really low special defense and middling speed. Just looks like a regular Donphan to me. It's gonna be able to tank physical hits very easily and then die to special hits, which in singles can be really good because what we have seen Donphan do is like go for Stealth Fox, go for Rapid Spin, do this kind of stuff. I think this not gonna I don't think this guy is gonna be viable in doubles. You are again in a little bit of a middling speed here, but I think your weaknesses are gonna be way too easy to exploit. There are so many special spread moves like Eruption from Torkel, and there are probably gonna be new spread moves as well, which gonna just one-shot these guys. And so even if you use like Follow Me, it's not gonna be worth it. But this guy definitely could put in the work. If you pair us up with a light screen, for example, maybe a Snar user and an Assault Vest, this guy is gonna be able to dish out huge damage. I'm gonna go absolutely crazy. Definitely potential. Again, we don't know what the ability does. Maybe it like doubles your special defense or whatever. I don't think so, but offensively this guy is really good. A bit slow, but yeah, nothing you can't fix with like Tailwind and stuff if you really want to. Next up, we got the Amogus, and Amogus actually turns into a fucking offensive powerhouse. 127 attack is insane. Super bulky as well, and then a really low, I mean, I say really low speed here, but you are slower than these annoying as base 60 speed Pokemon, so in Trick Room this guy can definitely work. Grass Dark, like I said, is I think a really good offensive typing because there's a whole variety of types that you hit are super effective. Because the way I see it, like Dark, Ghost, and Psychic are kinda doing their own thing, and then like Grass is just this kinda type that's like a Gen 1 type, and you know, but that's what I associate with these kind of types, you know. So you can hit like all of the elemental things, like you can hit ground, water and stuff, like rock, but you can also then hit Pokemon like ghost types and psychic types, which can be really annoying for Trick Room. Like if you want Trick Room and then the opponent just has an Indeedee and you cannot touch your Indeedee, like you're gonna lose, you know. So Grass Dark I think is really good offensive typing. Next up we have Pikachu with horrendous stats and then also statics like Lightning Rock. Not sure what it has to do with all of this, but I don't know. Next up we got Magnemite, which turns into an electric ground type, which is really interesting. Unfortunately it does not seem to keep Magnet Pull, which means you cannot actually trap like Heatwin in singles, for example. But Electric Ground is a super good offensive typing as well. I have used non-Galar, regular Stunfisk in singles with an Assault Vest to counter Pokemon like Charizard and stuff. And I have to say, if you pair it up with a correct Pokemon, you can definitely form a really good defensive core. But looking at this, 101 base speed and then also 121 special attack, like this guy is gonna outspeed and one-shot everything. And hit it for super effective as well, and also he got super good bulk. So I definitely think this guy got some big potential, especially with synthesis ability. I don't know what it does, but I think it's gonna do something offensive. So basically they introduced like loads of offensive Pokemon, but are also quite bulky, which is super scary because of power creep. But like imagine Stunfisk had like over 100 speed here and then also hit everything was super effective. Like especially since Stunfisk gets like water moves like Muddy Water and not Scald, but like Muddy Water and stuff, you know. I think this is really good. And with this guy you can also terrestrialize in a water type, for example, to get rid of all of your weaknesses. And then change it out for a grass. Okay, you don't get rid of your grass weakness then, but you can change it out for a grass and electric weakness, which you can literally beat electric types with your ground type moves, and the electric weakness, the grass weakness will still stay there, but yeah, that's not that big of a deal, I think. Next up, we got this Clefairy. Sorry, not Clefairy, this Jigglypuff. Unfortunately, also looks like Jigglypuff doesn't keep its really good abilities. Like, I think it got Friend Guard. I think so. This looks like another really fast Pokemon. Unfortunately, it does not have any attacking stats, which, like, it's super bulky and super fast, but no attacking stats. I have no idea what the fuck Game Freak was thinking while doing this. I have no idea what they were on, what they were thinking. I don't think we ever had a Pokemon like this. I don't think this makes any sense, because you either invest into speed or you invest into defenses. Because if you invest into speed, then you don't have enough defenses, because you can only invest either a split defensive or into one defensive stat. But if you invest into the bulk, then you're not gonna use your 111 speed here, which is absolutely amazing, even by the standards of these broken as Pokemon, you know. So I have no idea what they were thinking. Fairy Psychic is definitely a really cool type. You've seen it on Gardevoir and stuff. Can definitely put in work. I mean, Gardevoir won Worlds, so what's there to say, you know? I've also seen a lot of like Psychic types and Fairy types in the short time that I played on the Legacy Showdown server and played Scarlett and Violett VGC. Yeah, with this guy also I cannot tell you what you would do with this guy, because we don't know what moves he gets. If he still gets moves like Fake Tears, that could actually be super cool. Like, actually, after thinking about this, like super fast support Pokemon which gets things like Fake Tears and Charm sounds like something I would lose to. Next up, you got this fucking demon. What the hell, bro? Mischievous, I think is the English name. Yeah, Mischievous is the evolution, so Mischievous is probably right. No defense, no HP, super good special defense. 135 speed is insane, because again, you are gonna be outspeeding even those Pokemon like Tapu Koko. You're gonna be the same speed here as this restricted Pokemon in this gen, which says a lot. And then super strong. So basically, you give this guy a focus sash, or you pair it up with an intimidate user, so that way you can live one hit, and then you give this guy like a choice specs or whatever, and then you go crazy. Alternatively, you can also use it with a follow me user, and just maybe set up a nasty plot, maybe even like a Calm Mind, which I don't know if it's smart, but you know, and you can definitely go crazy. So that one sounds super interesting. Next up, we got Slitherwing, Bug Fighting Volcarona. Bug Fighting is a typing we have seen on Buzzwole, and I think someone else, I don't know. Again, let me know in the comments. And I really like Buzzwole. Unfortunately, on Sword and Shield, it wasn't that good because of Dynamax and Max Airstream being everywhere. I had the team with Buzzwole where I used Choice Branded Buzzwole, and that shit hit like an absolute truck. Luckily, this Volcarona does have 135 attack, rather good defenses, very good special defense, and a mediocre speed here. So it reminds me a lot of Buzzwole, only it's way more strong. So I cannot wait to one-shot everything with close combat. Next up, Salamon's absolutely broken, no questions asked. 139 special attack, sorry, physical attack. No special attack is super weird, because mixed elements is definitely a thing that you could do, but like 139 special attack, 119 speed, and super good bulk, bro. What? Dude, what? Dude, this is so insane. I didn't even realize. Obviously, I didn't look at the stats in detail before, because I wanted to do like my reaction and stuff to this. Dude, this is so fucking insane. Do you guys know how fucking bulky this thing is? Dude, this is like Mega Salamence on steroids, bro. Dragon Dark. We have seen this on Hydreigon. Just slice into a Steel type and you're golden. Like, yes, you'll still be weak to ground, unlike Hydreigon, but who will fuck uses a ground type that also doesn't get one shot by whatever this guy goes for? You know, this is insane, bro. This one is gonna be absolutely fucking busted. Next up, we got a future form of Donphan. 106 base speed, really good. Really good attack stat as well, with 112. And this guy actually does seem to have special defense. It got, oh, dude, I'm getting mixed up all the time. Right here, it does have 70 special defense. So this guy with an assault vest is gonna be super nice, because that way you actually can take special hits, unlike with the other Donphan. Yeah, super strong overall. Next up, Iron Morph, Fire Poison. Really interesting typing. We have seen this on Pokemon like Salazzle. Unfortunately, Salazzle isn't really the best offensive type, but Salazzle also doesn't get Quiver Dance and 140 special attack. 140 special attack. Bro, you just put this guy next to a Torkoal and you click Heatwave. Like, good luck, Tyranitar. Good luck. Bro, what is this? This is so fucking broken. Like, the worst stat is like defense, which again you can just use Intimidate or Follow Me, you know? That's so fucking broken, bro. 140 special attack. Do you guys know how much 140 special attack is? I don't, because I cannot comprehend stats like this unless they are on Zacian, which has 170 170 physical attack with an attack boost built into it. So yeah, but this guy is definitely gonna be the best Zacian counter around because none of Zacian's move. This actually is a perfect Zacian counter because every move actually no, his defense is really low, but every move is resisted and you can just one shot this guy. Next up, you got Hariyama with base 50 speed, which is really good because that's gonna be super good under Trick Room. 140 attack! Bro, what? 140 attack, 154 HP, super good defense as well with 108. Again, not a really high special defense, but again, you can just give this guy an Assault Vest. Also a shame it doesn't seem to get guts, but bro, 140 attack, you just give this guy an Assault Vest, you give it 4 attack and you one-shot everything, bro. Fighting Electric, I don't know if that's the best defense. I don't know a lot about defensive types, you know, but like Fighting Electric definitely very interesting. Definitely very busted. I think this guy is gonna go super hard on a Trick Room as well. Next up, you got Hydreigon or zwei Holos. I don't see why people call that zwei Holos. There are clearly 3 heads. Maybe the 2 heads are just hands and I'm seeing this incorrectly. 108 base speed, 122 special attack. The rest of the stats really bad. This just feels like Yveltal and Galarian Moltres. It will also get Nasty Plot most likely, but it doesn't get spread moves or Dark Hour like Yveltal. So I think this guy is actually not gonna be busted because I think regular Hydreigon just outclasses this. Like, yes, regular Hydreigon is slower, but like honestly, 122 special attack is kind of nutty. Like, I think if you wanna use Hydreigon, this is the superior one because it's over base 100 speed and also it's gonna be faster than Pokemon like Garchomp with 103 base speed. I think it's 1 point slower than Katana, but I mean that's fine. And because Katana is not gonna be in the game from the beginning. Terrestrialize was gained to a Steel type. Unfortunately, you will not have Levitate, but that's fine. Yeah, this guy definitely the better Galarian Moltres. It's not as bulky, I think, but you don't need to be. Next up, we got Tyranitar with Rock Electric, which I also don't think we. No, Alolan Golem got this typing. Like Earthquake is gonna go brr. What you can terrestrialize this bad boy. Super good bulk. I think special attack is rather low, but that's fine, you're just not gonna use it. Middling speed here. Unfortunately, you do not get the same stream special attack boost, so that's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Next up, we got Delibird, but instead of presence, you got Coal for you, or like Iron or whatever. He's gonna go absolutely hard, like 136 base speed. That's faster than Miraidon and the other guy. You are Ice Water, which we have seen on G-Max Slugburst how good this typing can be. And now imagine you're gonna be able to terrestrialize into a pure water type for the defensive utility, while still being able to hit grass type with your ice moves. And imagine terrestrializing this guy into an ice move to one-shot the cover legendaries, while still having access to water step to hit like fire types and stuff. This guy is gonna be absolutely busted. Another glass cannon type Pokemon, but just 136 base speed and 114 special attack, 124 special attack, speaks for itself. Next up, we got the absolutely broken Violett. Actually, I don't think he's gonna be that broken. Like, yes, he got a really high attack stat. Oh, he also got a really high special attack stat, but I really am personally not a fan of these mixed Pokemon because you're most likely only gonna make use of one of the attacking stats, and even if you use like a mixed set, you're not gonna be as strong. Think about, for example, my Talonflame that I got to rank 1, where I used Overheat and Dual Wing Beat. I literally had to run Overheat because you need the power from the bigger base power from Overheat in order to knock out Zacian in the sun, and also you don't take Recall, which is really important. But when you also need Dual Wing Beat to one-shot opposing Whimsicott, even though they are Sash, you know? So basically on my EV spread, I think I'll get the EV spread right here. At base, what? Why doesn't it autofill anymore? Pokemon shoulder. Yeah, not sure why it didn't autofill. What did they change something about this? I don't know. But basically, where's my Talonflame? Should be right here. Yeah, here. I think this is my Talonflame. Oh, this is a really old version of the ADZ, isn't it? I don't know, actually. No, this is the wrong Talonflame. It had the minus special defense nature. So as you guys can see, you need like almost max attack, but then you also need to invest a lot into special attack. And then also we were not able to max out the speed stat because you only have to no, you don't only have to, but you have to outspeed Whimsicott, but then you cannot go any further because you really need the attacks, the EVs into attack and special defense. But then also you need the HP EVs in order to not die to Behemoth Blade from Zacian, which means you have to run a minus special defense nature, which I have lost Talonflame like to one the special attack. Like I have lost this guy to collateral damage like so many times, like through protect for example, or when opposing card has shadow use like Snarl, this thing died. No, I'm exaggerating, but like mixed attackers are basically not worth it unless there are really niche scenarios and where they can work, which was with the LGZ team. Dude, this is so interesting. I wonder if this was like a serious team building attempt or if this was just one of my first drafts for the DayZ team, because I actually don't know myself. Really interesting. Well, Moxie boosted, take notes for our next competitive Pokemon lore video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your opinions on these Pokemon. Obviously, make sure to mark your comment as a spoiler because we don't want to spoil people who just found, like, who just maybe didn't see the beginning of a video or whatever. So, yeah, I think these Pokemon are gonna be most likely absolutely busted. Which, I mean, for me, it really depends on the method on how you obtain these Pokemon, because if those are just like 30 different Urshifus that are all exclusive, I'm not gonna enjoy. Oh no, I just messed up my thing. Okay, I'm not gonna enjoy using them, but if I'm actually gonna be able to evolve my Pokemon into these, that would be a huge bonus. We will see. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Ciao.